Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite English channel, Joy of Learning. I'm Sharif here once again bringing you another topic on the video. The topic today is punctuation. You all know that a sentence written on a white paper has no life, but when you add punctuations to it, it gives a lot of life with expressions and feelings. Hope you will enjoy this video in which I have tried my best to explain you the functionalities of each of the punctuation. Bye-bye.
Well, now, let us try to understand what is a punctuation. A punctuation is the name of the mark used in writing. They help us to understand a sentence in a correct way. Punctuation represents expressions and feelings in a sentence. It also helps to indicate the pauses and emphasis in a given sentence. The correct usage of punctuation helps in expressing the intended meaning of the sentence. There are 14 major punctuation marks which are commonly used in English. Let us now try to understand each of these symbols and their impact on a sentence. Full stop. A full stop marks the end of a sentence. While reading a sentence, we need to stop for a while after a full stop. For example, I am going home. We should respect elders. Flowers are very beautiful. I have completed the work. The sentences are ending with a full stop. The next one is a question mark. A question mark is usually used at the end of an interrogative sentence to form a question. For example, where are you going? What are you doing? How long will it take to complete the work? Exclamation. An exclamation mark is used to express a strong feeling. Let us see the examples. Wow, what a beautiful flower. It's a miracle. You are adorable. If that exclamation is missing, the sentence would be something like this. Wow, what a beautiful flower. It's a miracle. You are adorable. By adding that exclamation at the end of the sentence, the beauty has come to the sentence. Wow, what a beautiful flower. It's a miracle. You are adorable. That's the impact of a punctuation called exclamation. Comma is used to indicate a pause in a sentence. For example, I went to Delhi last summer. A comma is also used to show separation of ideas or situations within a single sentence. For example, we all went to meet a family friend, and from there to a movie. Now, let us try to understand what is a semicolon. It is used to connect independent clauses. It shows a closer relationship between the clauses than a period would. For example, we made too many mistakes. We lost the game. So, there is a relationship. Because we made some mistakes or several mistakes, we lost the game. The result is we lost the game. Let's go to the library. It's the only place where we can fully concentrate. Look at this. A library will be a peaceful place, so we can focus our full concentration on reading. That's what it means to say. So there is a relationship between the first clause and the second clause. A colon. A colon introduces lists, examples, and expands the meaning of the first part of the sentence or used for emphasis. Let us look at these examples. He is planning to visit 4 cities. And with a colon, we are giving the details. New Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Chennai. So, it is giving an expanded information of what you are going to do. I am planning to study 4 subjects, and a colon will give what are those 4 subjects: politics, physics, physiology, sociology, and economics. Double quotation. Double quotation is used to indicate a direct speech. For example, "How are you?" she asked me. He said, "I will surely do that." A single quotation. They are used for quotes within double quotes. For example, Rajesh told the teacher, "I saw Mahesh at the playground and he said to me, Mohan started the fight," and I believed him. Look at this. Here a double quote is started because it's a direct speech. Within that, somebody has said something about something. So that is also reported in a direct speech with a single quote. An apostrophe. An apostrophe is used to indicate possession or ownership. For example, "This is my father's property." "She is Rahul's sister." It's also used to indicate the omission of a letter or a few letters from a word. For example, when we say "I am" or when we are writing "I am," we will exclude that A, and with an I and apostrophe M, we read it, we make the person understand that it is "I am." I am planning to write a book. You are on time. So here you are, we have removed that A and put an apostrophe. An hyphen. Hyphen connects elements of certain words to turn them into compound words. Let us see the examples. Northeast, there are 2 different words, but we have connected them. Sometimes, some and times, part-time, nowadays, back to back, well known. There are several like this. Ellipsis. An ellipsis shows the omission of words. It also indicates a pause. For example, she began to count 1, 2, 3, 4 until she got to 10, then went to find him. See here, we have started saying that she started counting the numbers, but we have not written all from 1 to 10. After 4, we have given an ellipsis which indicates that something is missing here. Look at the second example. The children started singing "Ringa Ringa Roses." Then an ellipsis fall down. So we have omitted the other stanzas of this particular rhyme, but it indicates to the reader that the entire rhyme has been sung by the children. So the children started singing "Ringa Ringa Roses," ellipsis, fall down. And it was very lovely to see children dance to the rhyme. Brackets. Brackets give some additional information. For example, Ramu and Kavita both have curly hair. But who are Ramu and Kavita has been given within the brackets. Ramu and Kavita, who are brother and sisters, both have curly hairs. Last year we went to Kashmir on vacation. But here, again in the brackets, we have given some additional information like this: the most beautiful state in India. Dash. This gives additional information in a sentence. For example, she is an author, and a very good one too. We all know what to expect, the best. She gave her answer, no. Then the capital letters. In English, a capital letter is used at the beginning of the sentence. For example, Waking up early in the morning is a good habit, full stop. We should all follow it. So here you can notice that the sentence has started with a capital letter. And also a capital letter is used for proper nouns, for pronoun I. We can see the examples like I am an Indian, I capital. I love to visit Goa, G capital. When I went there, I met a magician, I always is a capital. Let us now conclude this session with the summary. So I have given all the symbols and how they can be used, like the capital letters, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, comma, double quotation, single quotation, hyphen, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, ellipsis, brackets, and a dash. Hope you enjoyed this session.